This is my CNC machine. I built it over the last couple of years and I'm finally pretty pleased with how it works. Wanted to kind of step through some of the pieces. Kind of using the roller skate bearing types of linear guides. Holds a normal fixed base router. Got some limit switches here. Basic stuff. To drive the Z-axis, I've got a stepper motor here, which goes through here, and then on the bottom there is a some sort of a bolt. Same thing happens on, well, I originally did the same thing on the Y-axis, except I found that it was just too slow. I'm using 1/4 20 threaded rod, and it just doesn't work very well. So I switched to chain drive, and that works really nicely. I'm very pleased with it. So I've got that on the Y-axis. I also have it on the X-axis. And the same thing happens on the other side. I can't really show you that because of course it's against the wall. Then kind of runs it across to here. So I have a bolt in here that I can use to adjust the tension on it. The size, overall size, I originally designed it for about 2 by 4 foot sheet of plywood, but in the end it probably can do about 2.5 by 5 probably. But mostly I was looking to do a quarter sheet. A couple of the design tweaks that I made beyond what I saw on other things is here to tighten the X gantry. I have this bolt here drives down and pushes here to push this whole thing down to tighten it up against the rails. Kind of see that the same thing's going on, or that I have a similar thing down here. This one's fixed, but the one up here moves up and down. Also, this aluminum rail is just drywall corners that I picked up at Home Depot. Here you can see that I originally had done first 1/4 20, and then I also tried 1/2 inch 10 Acme screw. But really, steppers don't really like to rotate that fast, so it really doesn't work so well. I like the chain drive much better. One thing that I would like to do maybe is step it up, because I think if I'm half stepping, I get about 1/32 accuracy, which is not bad, but I think it could be probably a little better. So if I maybe had a like a 4x step down or something like that, I think I'd be kind of in a pretty good spot. Also, what was I going to add? Oh, a couple of the other things, or one thing that I really goofed up on is if we look under here, there is this screw here that attaches to the Z-axis lead screw. One issue with that is that it actually kind of interferes with whatever stock is underneath. So something to be aware of. Also, I'm going to redesign the router holder such that it actually drops it down a little bit, because when you drop it all the way down, this goes down to here, and so then the router here is probably about even with the bottom, but it's still not quite able to get the full range. So that's another thing that I want to change. Which actually, all of that is why I have kind of this raised thing. I originally had designed it so that the wood could potentially be down here, but I needed to lift the stock up to the router. One of the first things that I cut here is my CNC Music Factory. That's because my wife used to call it that when I was working on it. This project actually lasted probably about 3 or 4 years total, though there was at least, like, till I got it working recently, there was probably about a year that I didn't work on it at all. So, but yeah, in the end I'm pretty pleased with how it all worked, how it's all working out now, and I consider it to be one of the tools in my shop.